Mr. Otto Chen, the president of the University of West, and Andy Carl, the sponsor and the chair of this forum. Today's forum is for business and Buddhism. So I'd like to use my training as a CPA and also my volunteering work at the Buddha International to share how the 6 parameters we can apply that for the business challenge. Earlier, Dr. K, he is a successful business person. He's a physician and also the Panda organization. You know, these businesses are successful. However, if a business without challenge means the business is going downward. A business has to have challenge so they can grow. So I'd like to share my own experience on how applying the 6 parameter to my business as a CPA. And if you have ever prepared your tax return, you expect that someday IRS is going to knock your door, say, hey, how are you doing? So they want to come to audit you. And most people, when they receive that notice, they will feel scared. They are angry, they are unhappy. Why I'm the one to pick up? So I want to explain how I use the 6 parameter to successfully overcome the business challenges on the IRS audit. Before that, I want to briefly explain the 6 parameter. The number 1 is a given, which earlier sessions let's talk about a lot. But I want to talk in a different way. Besides the material, I want to introduce to everybody about the 4 givings that the Grandmaster Xing Yun taught us. Giving people hope, giving people confidence, giving people convenience, and giving people joy. I will apply that to this IS audit. Then on the discipline. In the IS audit, we have to really apply the discipline. For example, I know a case, one banker, when he get audited, talking about his donation to a charity, he donated $50. But he actually donated $50, but he changed the record to show $500. For a teeny $450, he lost his pension. He is a banker because after that, also he fight with IS auditor. So he fight with that, and then the IS auditor get mad. So put him as a criminal penalty. So he cannot practice a banker anymore, and he almost at retirement age, and he's lost his pension. So in an audit, we have to really follow discipline. Then talking about the patience. Patience means is accept. You have to accept the fact that IS audit you. Why you get audited? Because you must have done something wrong. That's why they come to see you. So now you have to review what you have done wrong and try to minimize the damage. That's the business challenge. Okay, so I want to talk about that one. Then the number 4 is the diligence. You have to really work hard to prepare for the audit. And I want to share one of my successful points. As auditor or any auditor, when they come to audit you, they always give you a list, 1, 2, 3, 4. Most CPAs don't care about that sequence, but I spend extra care to prepare the document according to his sequence. We're talking about self-ego. He has his ego. So this time, you as a taxpayer, you have to really respect his ego. And if you do that, that's how I successfully work for my client. When I prepare that, auditor says they have never had this kind of response for a CPA. I do it very nicely according to what he needs. However, I have to focus. The 5th one is we have to have a focus, the concentration. I only prepare what he needs. I don't prepare anything extra. Okay, the last one is wisdom. So we have to understand why we are audited, why and how we are going to face the challenge. Then we can successfully conclude the audit. Okay, now I'm going to do it one by one. When we receive the notice, you have to understand why you are audited. And then anything wrong, you have to admit it. Because if you admit it, the auditor will think you are honest. Then he will limit his scope of the audit. Actually, I have experience with the auditor. They trust me so much, so I have a repeat audit with the same auditor. So he really trusts me. And then later on, he really limit the audit scope. And I have a real experience I want to share. These are my client. They are so happy that I have done the audit successful for them. So last year at the University West, I'm involved with a 2+2 scholarship program to help the people, the students from Taiwan. The university, we have the brother sister college in Taiwan. They come to here as 2+ program. I want to have some chase fund for that scholarship. Therefore, I go to one of my clients, say, hey, can you please donate $100,000 to this program? Do you know how much he gave me? $200,000. Double of what I asked, because I have done the audit successful for his company. So, this is how I applied the 6 parameters to do it. Okay, so then when I start doing the audit, I have to, besides prepare a document for them, I need to prepare a nice environmental for the auditor. Also, I need to be friendly with him. I don't treat him as an enemy. Of course, I don't treat him as a friend. I have to be, nice to him and, respect him. Then we develop a good working relationship. So we are on business. Nobody is hating anybody. We are just working for the goal. I also respect that he's come here to do his job. I want to help him to do his job. So then after that relationship, then we can really limit the scope and then successfully finish the audit. So what I want to say is, these 6 parameters really can help us to cope with the business challenges. And then we can really have a happy, what didn't show any, sorry. Oh, somebody do that for me, huh? Okay. Yeah. We can finish the audit. I can finish the audit to limit the damages. Then we can have the money saved to help the our Buddhist goal, which is to help the society. And if the business cannot meet the challenge, cannot taking care of the challenges, they cannot be profitable. They don't have the fund to support a great goal for helping the society. And then, besides the material donation, I like to talk about more on those, Buddhism part. We have to really relate what we learn from the sutra to our daily life. Earlier sessions, yes, they talk about to helping people, which is great, really great. But we also need to understand how are we going to apply that to our daily life, because we want to live happy, we want to live happily, and so we can achieve our liberation someday. Okay, that's my sharing with everybody. Thank you.